Ruled by his father Count Banfield, the residential estates are completely surrounded by plants, including Liam's own home, which looks like a dystopian Christmas tree-themed house. As Liam heads inside, his mom surprises him, wishing him a happy 5th birthday. Using transportation magic, she takes him to another room to show him the royal cake prepared for his birthday and gives him his present. He opens the large gift box only to find a small device hanging inside, which his mom claims is an order sheet for an AI-made robot. Liam doesn't understand much and presses a random button on the gadget, causing a character customization screen to pop up. To summarize, he now has to choose the appearance of the maid. As he goes through the long selection process, his mom explains that after picking a model, he will have to send the order sheet to the manufacturer to receive his unique AI-made robot. She casually mentions that he must also select the maid's private parts. Although this is extremely inappropriate, she acts as if it is completely normal. Liam's dad enters as well and as a birthday present, makes Liam the new head of the family with the additional condition that both parents get to live the rest of their lives on the Imperial home planet. He assures Liam that not having them around will give him more autonomy. They also mention that Liam must provide them with a month. Liam agrees to all of these terms, prompting his father to call the Grand Chamberlain with the official paperwork, handing the house over to his 5-year-old child. Liam doesn't question anything, and as he signs the contract, his father mentions one last thing: from now on, his maid will be the one taking care of him. With that settled, both of his parents run off as if they just got rid of a huge burden, leaving Liam questioning what just happened. He gained power, influence, and wealth, everything a man could ask for, in the blink of an eye. But at the same time, he feels like he lost everything as well. However, since Liam retains all of his past life's memories, he is an adult inside and doesn't need new parents to babysit him. His goal now is to become an evil lord and exploit everything around him. He is grateful to the deity for granting him a second life and thanks him wholeheartedly. But what he doesn't know is that the reason his original life was in ruins is all thanks to the same deity who manipulated both his wife M and his boss purely for entertainment. With Liam's show coming to an end, the deity decides it's time for M and Liam's boss to suffer as well. With a simple snap of his fingers, Liam's boss gets arrested by the police for embezzling company funds. With him gone, Miss Gold Digger loses her gold, marking the beginning of her downfall. This kicks off another entertaining show for the evil deity. The deity reveals that he feeds on resentment, anger, hatred, and despair, basically all negative emotions. That is why he sent Liam to that Isekai world, craving more entertainment from him. As the deity opens another dimensional door to leave after sending Liam's soul away, a divine cat sneakily enters the room before leaving just as the door is about to close. Not sure what just happened, but the cat must have some importance to the story. Back in Liam's parallel universe, a space war has broken out because this bald nincompoop wanted to show off his goons' pirate crew's firepower. His mecha robots are about to overpower the enemies when suddenly, Christiana, the first princess knight of the Holy Kingdom of Lebe, enters the arena and slices down all of the enemy troops like cutting through butter. She dodges the frontal assault with ease, and with her leading the charge, it doesn't take long for the enemy front line to be completely wiped out. The pirates start to retreat, realizing that they cannot win this war. But the princess doesn't allow them to escape as she wishes to make each and every one of them regret messing with her kingdom. Meanwhile, Liam receives his personalized AI-made robot delivered inside a large doll package. With a simple touch, the package transforms into a generic-looking maid who introduces herself as Agi. Wasting no time, Liam immediately starts feeling up his new maid's melons, brushing it off as a thorough inspection of the goods. When questioned by his chamberlain, wanting to continue his inspection session in private, he takes Agi to his playroom and does absolutely nothing out of the ordinary, trust me on that. Later that night, Liam puts Agi to work, making her do everything for him, preparing tea, giving massages, and even bathing him. At this rate, it will not be long before this fit kid turns into a KFC uncle. The Grand Chamberlain, still stressed about what might have happened in the playroom earlier, watches Liam with growing concern. Noticing his unease, Liam reassures him, saying there is nothing to worry about. Despite his 5-year-old body, his mind is that of a 36-year-old adult. Hearing this, Agi corrects him, explaining that in this empire adulthood is officially recognized at age 50, though most people do not consider themselves true adults until they have crossed the 100-year mark. She also mentions that humans here live for 500 to 600 years, which suddenly makes sense to Liam considering how much this world prioritizes environmental conservation. Everything around them is green and well preserved. Seeing Liam getting a little too comfortable with the AI, the Grand Chamberlain steps in, warning him that the Empire despises artificial intelligence. If a noble like Liam is seen getting too close to an AI doll, rumors will spread. Curious, Liam asks him to elaborate. So the Chamberlain explains how humanity was nearly wiped out by AI in the past. Liam, confused, asks if they had not been programmed with the 3 fundamental laws of robotics. However, the Chamberlain looks at him blankly, completely unaware of what Liam means. At that moment, Liam realizes exactly where things went wrong in this world. The old man continues his story, explaining that during those dark times, a group of brave warriors fought against the rogue AI and miraculously won, eventually founding the Empire. This raises a major question: if the Empire despises AI so much, why would Liam's mother gift him something that could bring trouble? The Grand Chamberlain hesitates at first, but since Liam is now the new master, he finally speaks the harsh truth. Liam's parents have abandoned him and fled, leaving him to inherit the massive debts that have weighed on their family for generations. Apparently, Liam's great-grandfather was a wise ruler, but he failed to raise his heir properly. That heir squandered everything, and since then the family's debts have only continued to pile up. The Chamberlain predicts that things will only go downhill from here for this planet. After learning this newfound information, Liam wonders how he is supposed to become an evil lord when he possesses neither wealth nor power. Meanwhile, somewhere in a bar, people begin discussing their new Lord Liam, questioning whether the common folk will forever be at the mercy of the nobles. The bartender lady remains hopeful, believing that a 5-year-old child couldn't possibly be as wicked as the previous lords. However, the others strongly disagree, convinced that this country is bound to experience yet another era of suffering. Going back to Liam, he still cannot comprehend why a mere 5-year-old like him is being burdened with such heavy responsibilities. He begins to suspect that his parents only gave birth to him so they could transfer all their debts onto him. The Chamberlain confirms this to be true, making Liam wonder if he is destined to be used, abused, and discarded just like in his previous life. Since both he and Argy seem to be outcasts in this world, Liam proposes that they join forces for survival. He takes an oath to gain power and show everyone who is in charge once again, inviting Argy to stand beside him as his partner. However, Argy reminds him that her sole duty is to serve him as his maid, not as his equal. She is prepared to do whatever is necessary to satisfy his needs, and tells him to feel free to command her as he pleases. Just in case Argy ever goes rogue, Liam establishes his own version of the 3 laws of robotics, naming them the 3 laws of made robots. First, she cannot harm her master or cause anything that might lead to his harm. Second, she must obey all of her master's orders unless they contradict the first law. Third, she must protect her own existence as long as doing so does not conflict with the previous laws. Afterward, Liam turns to Argy for advice, believing that as an AI, she should have vast knowledge about administration and governance. She suggests that they make use of an Eduk capsule. Apparently, by using this capsule, Liam can install 10 years' worth of knowledge into his brain in just 6 months while also strengthening his body. Liking the idea, Liam decides to go through with it and assigns Argy the role of overseeing his domain, putting her in charge of the territory. The Grand Chamberlain strongly opposes this decision, but he fails to win an argument against the combined wit of Liam and the advanced intelligence of an AI. With everything settled, Liam prepares to enter the education capsule. Before beginning the process, he asks Argy one final question: do AI in this world have emotions? Even here, AI can mimic human behavior, and just for the sake of the anime, yes, she does have emotions. Leaving everything in her hands, Liam steps into the capsule, going into cryo sleep for the next 6 months.